My name is Christiane Wolfes from Berlin, Germany. I'm part of the editorial staff from kinesiologyworld.com, and I'm happy to introduce you to Toni Lilley from Australia today. Toni Lilley is in the kinesiology field a very long time, and she is one of the persons who brought that forward in really big steps. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, Christiane.
I would like to ask you some questions.
Yes.
And what was your driving force which brought you to kinesiology?
Well, literally, I went to a public demonstration in Australia and didn't know it was about kinesiology. I wanted to meet someone there. And so I went in and I wasn't paying attention. I was listening to her for a while, and then suddenly I became interested and saw muscle testing and pushing on arms and very strange things. And then I became very interested in kinesiology, not my friend. And from that moment, I was hooked. It was magic.
That's a really nice picture, the magic things. So it was mainly the hook thing and not a physical challenge.
It was something that I recognized that it was magical, it worked instantly, it looked easy, and I thought, man, I could do that. That's for me.
So, is that what I will call a turning point? That, well, we all have some of these turning points in our life. Would you agree that this is a turning point in your life?
Absolutely. I don't think I realized it at the time, but looking back, it was absolutely a very, very big turning point in my life. And it was the beginning of a huge change in me, personally.
Do you have something like a time frame? That was in 1980 or?
1983.
1983.
Yes.
So 1983 must have been a magical year.
It was. In some ways not, because it was the turning point also in my marriage, in my first marriage. And so from 1984 I was a single mother with 2 young children. But I think kinesiology gave me the hope and the vision that I could work with something for me and not just be a quiet little housewife that I had been.
That's quite a turning point. Who gave you the important initial ideas for your work?
Right at the beginning, Dr. Bruce Dew was certainly a very key figure for me. He was very supportive. I did my Touch for Health instructor training with him, but after that, definitely Dr. John Thee, most definitely. He was a man to be revered and a little scary because he was a big man and I was in awe of him. But over the years he became a friend and was so supportive and wonderful mentor, friend, guide. So definitely those 2 people I would say.
Thank you very much. Everybody who met John is really happy that to meet with great persons and who passed 2 years ago. The story went, and how did you get your education? How did you gain the background you have to develop all the things you do now?
I had a high school. I completed my high school education and matriculation in those days, which meant that I could enter Teachers College, and decided to do that initially. But after a while I decided I didn't want to be a school teacher. I didn't know what else I could do, but I didn't want to do that. But I couldn't have imagined that I would be a teacher of some kind later on. So it was just an ordinary education, no university, but I did a lot of music. I loved music, and I think that helped me with those sorts of activities, right brain activities. And I still enjoy music to this day a great deal.
So you are an active player these days?
No, I'm an active listener.
Active listeners.
I don't play anymore.
Important.
Yes.
supports you? Or who supports you? Your family, parents, friends, clients?
Definitely my family. They were so supportive. My mother particularly recognised that I was excited about something in life, and so she helped me fund my first Touch for Health instructor training workshop, and from there I was able to teach Touch for Health classes and fund my own training. But my family has been so supportive. They never questioned that it was this strange thing that I wanted to do. If I believed in it, they believed in it, and so my family is exceptional in that way. But friends also have been supportive over the years, but definitely my immediate family, yes, very supportive.
Thank you. Do they travel with you, or do you travel alone, or you don't travel so much?
I do travel a lot, and this time in Italy, I'm delighted to have my sister with me. So she's travelling with me. She understands. She's seen me do kinesiology a long time. She's done a little bit. I think in the past she travelled with me once before, and another friend, but mostly I travel alone, which is okay. But it's much nicer to have someone with you when you're travelling.
Of course. To speak directly from the heart, is there any important information you want others to know about you?
From the heart. For me personally, I was given an opportunity to grow into a different person, and I believe a much better person. Kinesiology has allowed me to see a lot of the world in travelling, but understand other cultures and people. I've made friends in all sorts of places in the world, and that is wonderful. I've seen wonderful things, I've been given wonderful opportunities, and so if anyone can even get a glimpse of something for them, grasp it and go for it. And I think that's probably what I want to say about that.
Yeah, go for it. This is, and you want, you're an IKC member of Australia now.
Yes.
Do you have many young people who learn in kinesiology, who you teach to? What are they?
There are all sorts of students. I think the youngest person I've had in a Touch for Health class was about 16. I worked in clinic for over 10 years, and I used to have children come. So from about 6 I found that they could take a little bit of muscle testing. Their attention span was often short. So young, old, male, female, it's for anybody, and all can benefit. So I would say that all sorts of people can be involved. A story though I would love to share. I have 5 grandchildren, and one is 4, and her brother is 6 now, and her brother fell, and so she raced over to him and she started to do figure 8s over his knee. And this is a 4-year-old, and it just brought a lump to my throat because my children and grandchildren have grown up with kinesiology, and they don't think anything of it. It's part of their life, and that's the way I would like to think that people would live. That it was a natural thing to do, and it came quickly to the mind as an easy way to help pain and emotional pain, etc. So for me to have given that little gift to my granddaughter and my whole family is just wonderful.
Is there a personal message that you would like to give to everybody who listens, reads, or sees this interview?
I think if you get a chance to see something that you identify with, then it's that go for it thing again. Go for it, I believe.
Oh, I get goosebumps when you tell that. Well, thank you very much, Toni. Yeah.
Could I say that to acknowledge you for having the vision to do this and making this happen, because I think it's wonderful that you interview people and you get an idea of where kinesiology's come from, where it's going to, how it can develop, the key people in it, and the people coming up to be key people or not. But just so we have a venue or we have a resource that we can contribute to, so that others can see what we're doing in the world. And so I want to acknowledge you for that.
Thank you very much.